But I'm definitely rooting for Milwaukee to make it. And then out of the West, I don't care. Probably Utah, but I don't like Utah either.
Well, why is Utah? Why are you bitter watching Utah?
Because we could have been Utah. We could have been Utah
with racist fans.
Well, I mean, ask Lala and Kenyon Martin's mom, and she would agree.
Yeah.
But I hate to say this because he's my guy. He doesn't return me my phone calls. But Donnie Nelson did pass on every single player.
Didn't you guys have Donnie on last week?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we had him on.
And he made a headline, didn't he? He had a headline with you guys.
Kind of said that, he kind of sort of said Luka needs to pass the ball more.
Oh, I thought the headline was we like the KP fit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
RJ asked him. Yeah. So will Porzingis be here in the offseason? We like the fit.
Yep.
What does that mean?
Yep. And then he was like, at some point, a lot of people said, did he just say that Luka needs to pass more?
Because of the fit?
No, because of in terms of the offense and how it runs.
Okay.
The ball does. And, that was one of the criticisms we talked about last week. The ball does kind of get trapped in his hands, and he does, do far too much. And part of that's because he has to.
Yeah. Who else is he going to give it to?
Yeah.
And also, RJ was supposed to ask him why Donnie's ghosting him, and RJ wimped out on that.
I asked him why.
You did not.
I did ask him why I can't get a job again with him.
And what'd he say?
Oh, we love you, man.
You're a legend.
You're the best. You're a legend. You're a legend in my mind. So anyway, but Donnie did pass on every Jazz player. He chose Jordan Hamilton over Bogdanovich.
Oh.
He chose Dennis Smith Jr. over Donovan Mitchell.
Oh. Wait, how did you this was an impressive list of bitterness. Did you find this somewhere? Or
I was
research project?
Research project.
Nice, man. Impressive.
We had some people in the fan text saying, that said the Mavs should be the Jazz. Like the Mavs took Dennis Smith over Donovan Mitchell. And I was like, well, let's see who else they took.
Yeah.
They took Kelly Olynyk instead of Giannis. And then, they took him before Giannis. They traded Olynyk. They had Shane Larkin, and part of the reason they didn't take Giannis because they wanted to have a lower draft pick for slot money. They decided on Shane Larkin. So they took Olynyk and Larkin in a draft that Giannis and Rudy Gobert were selected after those guys. Roddy B and Nick Kalathis over Joe Ingles.
Joe Ingles. Lefty shooter.
The great Ricky Leto of Texas Legends fame.
These names.
Over Jordan Clarkson. And they also took Satnam Singh and Justin Anderson over Royce O'Neal. And, there's more, too. Literally every member of the Utah Jazz was passed on by Donnie Nelson.
By the Mavericks.
So some of it is this team's reluctance to sign and keep their draft picks, since they were constantly wanting to keep the powder dry, right?
Yep.
They were trying to get that big Dwight Howard fish.
Yep.
But also I think Donnie's got this boomer bust mentality as a drafter, which I like at times. And it's come through with Dirk and with Luka. And to his credit, he wanted Giannis and he wasn't allowed to take him. But also, and I don't think we talk about this, but he's the son of an NBA legend. Don Nelson was a great player for the Celtics, an NBA champion, a Hall of Fame coach, and Donnie's always been the son. And we all know what the Suns get asked. Not the Phoenix Suns, but the Suns. They're like, how'd you get your job? It's the Joe Buck, and Joe Buck's overcome this. I think Donnie has, too. Donnie's won a title. And he literally found the two greatest European basketball players of all time.
Right.
At least that played in the NBA. Maybe Sabonis was better. But he doesn't have to prove himself to anyone, but I still wonder if he's chasing that legacy. Because he's always boom or bust.
Yeah. So you want to do it a little bit differently, maybe.
Maybe.
Like Jerry's thought of, big spender, free agency, and Steven's like tightwad.
Correct.
Frugal.
Yeah, and people saying, well, if we had Donovan Mitchell, then, we wouldn't have Luka.
Right.
Well, that's true, but how,
but you don't get a pass for that.
No, but would you rather have Mitchell and Gobert or Luka and a prayer?
Oh!
Hey, that rhymes. Yes, sir. What would you rather have? Because the prayer is getting a number 2. I'd rather have Mitchell and Gobert.
You'd rather have Mitchell and Gobert than Luka?
Than Luka and fill in the blank.
Okay. Ooh, that's an interesting
Because
one.
Mitchell's a top 10 player as well.
Yes, he is.
But Luka's going to be top 10 all time.
Yeah. I think I'd rather have Luka than the other two. But the point is, of all the players that Utah picked after we had them,